Hello, and welcome to my tutorial on character creation for the Demon Gate setting, which is a game by Arcanum Syndicate, and it uses the Chaos system. Alright, let's jump right into it. I'm going to be using Roll20, because that's where you can pick up this compendium on their marketplace there, and on Drive-Thru RPG. Let's start by lowering the music here. Alright, and we're going to open up a character sheet here. Alright, and as you can see here, attributes, this is the first page. Also, in the handouts, you'll be able to find a handout called Making a Character for Demon Gate. So, I'm going to place that there. Step 1, choose a race. There is a drop-down menu here on the character sheet. Plenty of races to choose from. There's also a list of character races over here in the handouts that describe each one, and if you know what you're looking for, you can just jump right in. I like playing humans, so I'm gonna play human. For some reason I just like being the underdogs. They do get an extra skill slot, so that's kinda cool, and they get more soul points, which don't have many huge mechanical uses as of yet, but you can be resurrected more often, and you can lose more soul and more body parts and stuff and have them mechanically replaced. So the Necromancer as well is going to be able to use them in the Summoner and stuff for some added things and some expansions here soon. So there'll be more mechanical uses as more supplements are added. Alright, so the Terran is the human. In this setting, all of these races were slave races brought to this planet called Koth by the demons who enslaved all of these races. So they brought all of the races here to this world, and that's where you get all of the races from, the species. Now we're going to choose a character class, and the same thing, you have a drop-down menu with all the character classes from the game. I kind of like the Demon Hunter. Let's go with the Demon Hunter. Alright, find out your stats. Right here, I mean, you can do it however you want, but right here there is a macro for you to copy and paste right into the chat area, just to make it simple, where you can roll it all and get it all done. It rolls 4d6, keep all, and it does this 8 times for the 8 different attributes that you have. Pretty good rolls. 17, 14, 12, 14, 18, 15, 17, 8. 8's the lowest one, alright. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to place them into the spots that we want for our Demon Hunter. Demon Hunters, if you look over here under the character classes, there's descriptions of all of the classes. And if you scroll down, you also get their abilities for each level and what they do. So you can kind of zoom in on this character sheet, the Demon Hunter. Their primary attributes, it says, are perception, intelligence, and willpower. It's not necessary, but you kind of want to focus on those attributes because that's going to give you the best points and dice and stuff if you put some higher stats there. Perception, intelligence, and willpower. So, alright. Let's go ahead and give him a high perception then, I suppose. I'm going to do a 17 perception. And 14. I will place the 14, I think, in... Ugh. You know what? 14. I think I'll put that in intelligence. Alright, and the 12. Oh, you know what? I'll put the 12 in intelligence. I'm going to put a 15 in willpower. $14 is going to be my charisma. Looks like I got a few 14s here. Physical beauty. I'll put a 14 in physical beauty. Alright. There goes 2 of my 14s. There we go. Alright, 12. Looks like we're good there. 18. 18. I want that dex, though. I want that dex. I like being fast. I'm going to put an 18 there. 15. 15 in strength. Sure. 17. That was already placed. Oh god. 8. That leaves me with an 8 body. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm gonna take 8 and put it in my intelligence. I have to. I can't give myself an 8 body. Body is like your toughness and how, you know, how much you can endure, so I don't want to go with a crappy body. Alright, that's done. Now we're going to do our skills. The skills, you're going to look at your class sheet, your template here, and you can find out what skills they have. He starts with circle magic, which is based off of intelligence. So you go over to the skills tab. You scroll down here. What combat skills do I have here? Brawler, unarmed combat, brawler +2, and weapon proficiency and throwing. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there while I'm here. Brawler +2. Look, you can see that goes all the way up to martial arts and champion, grandmaster, all that stuff. And then throwing, is that what it was? Yeah, he's proficient in throwing. When you're not proficient in something, you suffer a -3 to hit. So, you want to be proficient in things. Alright. Especially if I'm going to be throwing stuff. So there it is. Owned. There we go. Alright, and then we go down to that's my combat skills. That's all I got to worry about there. Now we got to go to the non-combat skills. So circle magic is based off intelligence. So what I'll do is I'll put that here. You just write it in, circle magic, and it's based off intelligence. And then you have a rating of 1. Yeah. So I'm going to put a 1 in there. Now when I click on it, it gives me the dice that I'll be rolling right there. So you can see D8. So anytime I want to make a circle magic skill check, I just click that and it'll roll it for me. What I roll there? A 2. Doing real good so far. Alright. Now, also here, you see you have your, you're going to fill in all your skills just like that. And then it's going to give you skill slots. How many you have remaining. 1 skill slot, it says. So that means that I can go into the skills and you can take these links here, these hyperlinks. and I'll take you right to the skills, so you can see all of these skills that you can get, which is pretty cool. Just a list of them, and what the slot cost is. So I have one skill slot. I want to pick. That's not it. There's two lists here. There we go. Oh man, I want to pick something. Hunting. Oh, I already start with hunting, don't I? Nope. Let's do that. I want to get something survival. So I'm gonna pick hunting, and that is based off perception. So there we go. That would be my extra skill. Based off perception and rating 1. And it'll give me the dice for it. D8, D6. Now that's better. And what you want to do with this dice is the Game Master is going to give you a target number, and you want to try to reach that target number to succeed. So if I was out hunting in the forest or something, the Game Master might give me a target number of like 5 is really simple. So probably like 8, in the woods. Let's see if I was eating for the day. 7. Yeah. So, if you ever roll a max on the die too, it explodes, and you roll it again and it adds to it. That's what the exclamation points do right there, if you can see that. It says D8 exclamation point plus D6 exclamation point. See if we can get it to blow up. Here, roll it a couple times. Anything blow up? Oh, just basic rolls. Alright. Next, we're going to go to hit points. Hit points, basically you're just taking your body attribute and you're rolling whatever the dice is that's listed for your race. So if I'm a human, I get to look right here. Human template. And it says I roll a d6 plus my body attribute. Alright. Pull out this handy dandy dice roller here. And it looks like I rolled a 4. So I go to my body attribute. I have a 12 body. I add 4 to it, that's 16. So I'm going to be starting with 16 hit points. Now, if you've played a lot of other games, that might sound like a lot, but it's not in Demon Gate. That's pretty bad, actually. Because if you'll see how much damage is done, then you can get taken out pretty quickly. He's level 1, but you can get taken out pretty quickly. Let's see. For instance, what's my starting weapon here? My starting weapon is a silver knife that does 2d6 damage, and a bone axe, and I have some wooden stakes. So let's just say, let's go in here and put my weapon in here. Let's say bone axe. Yeah, actually my silver knife. 2d6 exclamation point, because it blows up if you roll a max. Alright, let's say I do a quick attack. Here's the damage. And I have 16 hit points. Oh my god, it blew up. I just took 10 damage there from a quick cut. So that's how damage works. I'd already be down to 6 hit points if I took that damage. And that's a quick attack. A character can do a heavy attack by using both of their actions. Everybody starts with 2 actions. So a character could do a heavy attack, and that could be multiplied by 2, and I'd be done. Alright, so we're going to mana. I don't have to worry about mana because I'm not a spellcaster. The only way you can get mana is if you are a spellcaster. Chi, or ki, however you want to pronounce it, is a power that you open up, unlock, when you get martial arts, if you want to go that route. Um, I don't have the points right now to do that, but I could eventually build up. It's all depends on where you want to spend your points in this game and customize and stuff like that. Frenzy, everybody starts with 2. That's a pool. That's one of the only pools that doesn't regenerate. You can burn Frenzy to give you additional attacks. If you missed a couple times and you really want to get some more attacks in, um, each Frenzy that you burn gives you another action point. So it says here, character traits. Let's do our character traits. There's a hyperlink right there. Everybody starts with 5 ghost points that they can put. Ghost Saga is what they're called. And it's just for spending on traits. You can spend them on your character just like you would Saga points, your experience, to like raise your hit points, to up your mana, to up your chi, up your attributes, up your skills, basically everything. You can, when you get rewarded Saga points at the end of a bout, a session, or a combat or something. While you're camping, you can spend those points, your experience, your Saga points on stuff. As you can see here, there's a saved Saga pool and there's a total Saga points pool. For you to keep track of your Saga points cumulative, you want to put that in your total Saga points pool. But the saved Saga points are going to be the ones that you can spend on your character. So anytime you get awarded them, put them in both spots there. And then you can take the ones from the saved Saga points area and spend them on your character. But for right now, we got 5 Ghost Saga that we're going to spend pretty much right now. So just leave that there as a marker. And as you see here, you can go into the character traits, and these are like little additions that you can add to your character, like give them flavor. Like if you get a flaw, a negative trait, it gives you more points to work with. Like you can get addicted and get 3 more Ghost Saga. And then you can buy some good ones, which are called values. And if you want to buy these values, it'll take the Ghost Saga from you. Like I can get arrogant, which is a bad one, but that's fun, and you bumbling wizard, burnt out, cold-blooded, compulsive. There's a lot of them. Damned, cursed, deaf, hunted. I like hunted. Let's do hunted. So then you would go to the abilities tab. Under traits, you'd add a trait, and I'll add hunted. And if you scroll down here on the handout, alphabetical order, they're listed for you here, and you can just go to hunted, and then you can highlight it and copy paste it over here. Blip. There you go. Done. Now you can have a total of 6 of these traits. That's good or bad, all of them together. Cold-blooded. The character has a mean streak within them. Whenever it comes to showing empathy or making a charisma check where they must show feelings or something to something or someone, they suffer a -1 to the roll. They're very similar to a sociopath in many aspects. They have a very difficult time showing emotion for those other than themselves. That one's kind of cool too. I want to get that one. Cold-blooded. That gives me 4 more. So I'm hunted and I'm cold-blooded. 4, 7, 12. I've got 12 points to play with now. So I can buy something good. Let's go buy something good. Eidetic memory. That's like a photographic memory there. Friend. It gives you an extra friend. Everybody needs one of those. Alright, brawn. That can give you more strength. Arcane lore. Alertness. Alertness is good. Alertness. Let's see what alertness does. An old battle wound. Oh, cool. The character is very aware of their surroundings most of the time. They possess a sense of caution that keeps them checking their back every few seconds. The character gains a +2 to their perception attribute permanently. Ooh, and my character needs perception. This also makes them very light sleeper, without penalties to their perception checks during sleep. Yes, I like that. Alertness. Like a danger sense. Alright. So not only I just spent 8. What was I at? 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12. Oh, I was at 12. I should keep track of it over here, right? So 12. And then you minus 8. That leaves me with 4 left. You know what? I'm just going to spend that on my character straight up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take the alertness and spend it on my character. I'm going to add those 2 to my perception too. I'm not going to forget about that. So yeah, I need more hit points really bad. I'm going to spend all 4 of those on my hit points. So I'm going right up to 20. 20 hit points. There we go. Boom. I feel a little safer. Not really. I never feel safe until I get like 200 hit points in this game. Alright, step 7, combat action points. It's reminding you to put 2 in all of your spots. Go to the combat tab down here, and you got resistances. It's going to show you all your stats when you fill everything in. Actions, 2, you get 2 unarmed, 2 melee, 2 projectile, 2 magic. Now that doesn't mean you get 2 of each of those. It's a type of action, and can be kind of confusing sometimes, but anytime you use any type of action point, you minus them from all those categories. So it's basically like it's the system's built so if you're a magic user and you're gonna advance in magic using, you can get more magic points, action points, so you can do more magical activities faster. Um, but not so many other ones, you know. So, like, I could drink a couple of extra potions, whereas a warrior might not be able to because they're only going to have 2 magic action points. They'll be able to drink 1 potion. It kind of works out like that. Uh, an archer, for instance, might have more action points, projectiles, you know, and be able to fire a bow a lot faster than the warrior or the mage who doesn't have those action points. So that's how it kind of works. So everybody starts with 2 action points in all the fields. Anytime you use one, like drawing a weapon, that's an action point. Doing a quick attack, that's an action point. Doing a heavy attack, that's 2 action points. Aiming is an action point. There's a huge list of different types of actions, and there's examples in there for you too in the core rulebook. Alright, let's go to step 8, the life path and the backstory. There is a random life path generator, and it is given here. Made by my good friend Wanderer, who is awesome for doing this, designing the character sheets as well. Thank you, Wanderer. And all you do is you just go to click on this website here, and click on generate background. Boom! It just rolled everything for you. Your birthplace. I was born out in the wilderness, far beyond civilization in the countryside. The month and sign of birth. I was born on the 4th month of the year, the month of Phaidon, under the sign of the nymph. My parents are both dead. No longer have parents. Alright, bye, mom and dad. Siblings. Do you have any siblings? Unknown. I don't know if I have any brothers or sisters. That's pretty cool. Bloodline. What was the status of your family, clan, or the group that raised you? Apparently, I was raised by the clergy, cultist, or a coven. And you get to, like, kind of choose that, right? Training under a secret organization. And nice, I was trained as a demon hunter under a secret organization. Uh, might want to create the emblem or a mark. Events, a notable event, an animal companion. Hey, I've got an animal companion. And that's just a cool random thing that happens sometimes. Significant NPC. And you start with two of these. Of course, like you saw earlier before, you can add more if you want to buy the trait. But looks like I start with a mason who's a female. We have a cordial relationship. Significant NPC 2. There's an innkeeper, another female of adult age, and relationship. She doesn't seem to like me very much. Anyway, so you copy this and you paste it in the notes or wherever you want to. I think in the bio of the sheet. Go back to the sheet here, and if you see here, you got a bio tab. You hit edit, scroll down, boom, paste, and it saves all that for you. Alright, that's the life story. Pick some character art, which, I usually get off of Pinterest, or, you can do a search and find character art all the time. Then you name your character. Let's name him Gregor. There we go. Now Gregor's ready to go. And it's simple as that. That's how you make a character in Demon Gate. And if you have any other questions, contact me, or you can check out the website, www.arcanumsyndicate.com. rogue@arcanumsyndicate.com is my email. And hey, I'm always glad to hear from anybody. So, have a good one.